Today we're going to be looking at two Greenway batteries. Both of them are YJ145, their most common model. This is the old one from 2021 and it will be a reference, and this is a very new one from March 2024. And we will see what difference. We've had this in maybe 200 to 500 times, mostly for replacing the broken fuse for the charging port. But this is the newer one and it has another problem. They have switched up the charging port, and I have looked, and there are a lot of these 3-pin connectors that are made to replace DC connectors, but I can't simply find this one. So we will see if it has any markings, because it's not Juliet or Higo or Bafang or Renshen or any other. Maybe it's proprietary for Greenway. We will see if we can replace it with a simple DC, because he wants to use the same charger for his old battery. So this is just for reference, and here they are using their own cells, their own Greenway cells, and here they actually switched to Eve cells, which is interesting. If they know how their own battery factory, why would they switch to Eve? They look pretty much identical. We know they have a 21700 version with 20 LG. They seems to be using the same BMS, but they replaced this fuse with an onboard fuse. Here's the 5 amp mini fuse, and here is the micro fuse. Replacing this one would be more difficult. It says 10 amps. You can just solder something on top, and that will act as a fuse, but it won't really be a fuse, it will just be a bridge. This one has the problem with the GST sticking to the top. I don't think it has that problem on this one. They're using silicone. Yeah, it could have the same problem. It's the same indicator type. Otherwise, not much has changed. They still glue the connector on the top, so it's very hard to open up. Let's see if this one just has 2 wires like before. Yeah, I think they look identical. Here we have something new. Oh, it's one of those solder-on fuses. No, that looks more like well, it can't be a MOSFET. But it's the size of one of those. It can only have one polarity, so I don't need to be careful. Okay, so they soldered something on here. It has writing, but I can't read it. It says Greenway on it. If that is a fuse, because it just has 2 legs marked DC1 and HO or HQ. So I'm guessing that is just some type of fuse as well. So they have one for both the positive and the negative then. Weird. But there seems to be only 2 wires going to the discharging port, so I think we can replace that one. We will ask for the customer, give him a price. Oh, yeah, that one is loose. Yeah, they usually build good batteries, but this YJ is a mess. So many small and large problems, especially if you open them up. And sometimes the customer open them up for us, which is not recommended. Let's see if we can see where this is going. No, it's loose. Is the soldering that bad? Yeah, this one wasn't even sticking on, because if these were soldered properly, the legs would have broken off. So this one should have not been a good ride. Because look at those pads, I don't even think it was soldered. They seem to have original solder on them. This one has just not been heated. That one has just been laying on top of those with the help of the silicone. Yeah, this is not really an upgrade. And the wires are too tight. I told you, Greenway, we've seen this in so many cases. The temperature sensor breaks off when it's too tight. Here they have a little bit of slack. Let's see, don't it have another one? This is also super tight. Yeah, we will offer him a BMS replacement and a new charging port, because this is... We will have to see if we get in more 2024, but if this is a common error, then sure, we will get him in a lot. So that's it. Be a little bit aware of Greenway's own battery design. It's not optimal. They could do a lot better.